Have you ever wondered if she's truly ready to connect on a deeper level? But you're just not sure how to read the signs. Most people look for obvious clues, but the truth is, the real signals are subtle, emotional, and often completely unexpected. In today's video, we're diving into 3 surprising signs a woman is genuinely ready for emotional intimacy, and number 2 might completely change how you see your relationship. So if you're ready to stop guessing and start understanding, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more insights on love, connection, and the psychology of relationships. Let's unlock the real language of intimacy, starting now. Sign 1. She shares the little details of her day. It starts with something small. Maybe she mentions the coffee shop she went to that morning, the dream she had last night, or how her neighbor's cat meowed outside her window. At first glance, it might not seem important. In fact, these little stories might seem like casual chatter, nothing more than passing conversation. But what if I told you that these seemingly insignificant details are actually powerful signals of something much deeper? When a woman begins to share the tiny moments of her day, she's not just filling space with words, she's opening a window into her world. This behavior often signals that she's starting to feel emotionally safe with you. And emotional safety is the foundation of intimacy. Think about it, we don't share our inner thoughts, our daily routines, or those quirky little moments with just anyone. We save that for people we feel close to, people we trust. So when she starts telling you about the awkward moment at the grocery store or the song that's been stuck in her head all day, she's inviting you into her inner circle. These aren't just stories. They're signs. And they're easy to overlook if you're not paying attention, but here's where it gets even more interesting. Often, the more ordinary the story, the more meaningful it really is. Why? Because it shows she's not trying to impress you. She's just trying to include you. She's showing up as her authentic self, and she wants you to see it. Let's pause and reflect. Have you ever dismissed a small detail someone shared, not realizing it was actually their way of building a bridge between your worlds? If so, you're not alone. We're often so focused on big romantic gestures or obvious signs of affection that we miss the quiet, consistent signals of emotional readiness. It's in these quiet moments, those simple, unpolished conversations, that real connection begins to grow. When a woman feels emotionally connected, she starts to crave emotional closeness. Sharing the little things becomes her way of keeping you mentally and emotionally close, even when you're physically apart. It's not about the content, it's about the consistency. It's about presence, and this kind of presence often leads to deeper conversations, ones that might surprise you. One day, she's talking about her favorite snack, and the next, she's reflecting on her dreams, fears, or long-term hopes. But it all starts with the small stuff. It starts with a sentence like, "Something funny happened today." So if you notice a woman in your life starting to share more of these small, personal stories, listen carefully. Ask questions. Show interest. These moments are her way of asking, "Are you someone I can truly open up to?" And when you respond with curiosity and care, you're not just being polite, you're laying the groundwork for a deeper emotional connection that can evolve into something truly meaningful, because intimacy isn't built on grand declarations alone. It's built, brick by brick, through everyday words and quiet understanding. Now here's where things get even more intriguing. The next step holds something you definitely don't want to miss, because when a woman begins to mirror your emotions, often without even realizing it, it reveals something far deeper than just conversation. Stay tuned, because in the next section, we'll explore how emotional mirroring can signal an unspoken bond, and how to recognize it before she even says a word. Sign 2. She mirrors your emotions subtly. Sometimes, the most powerful signs of connection don't come in words, they come in silence, in body language, and in the energy we share with someone else. One of the most surprising and meaningful signals that a woman is ready for deeper emotional intimacy is this: she begins to mirror your emotions, often without even realizing it. This subtle behavior is something that flies under the radar. It's not loud, it's not obvious, but it's incredibly telling. Mirroring happens when someone begins to reflect your expressions, tone of voice, posture, and even your energy. If you're excited, she lights up too. If you're feeling low, she softens her tone and matches your mood with care. This isn't about imitation. It's about emotional alignment. when a woman starts doing this, she's demonstrating empathy on a deep level. She's emotionally tuned in. It means she's not just listening to what you say, she's feeling what you feel. And that's where intimacy begins to grow, not just through shared experiences, but through shared emotional space. You may notice she starts using similar phrases you do, laughing at your jokes in the same rhythm, or leaning in when you do. She may pause when you pause, or react in ways that feel almost synchronized. These moments might seem small, but they're actually signs that your connection is moving into more meaningful territory. Now, here's something to consider. Have you ever noticed someone naturally matching your mood or body language and wondered whether it meant something deeper? Or was it just coincidence? This is your opportunity to stop guessing. Because when mirroring happens consistently, it's usually not random. It's a natural psychological response that occurs when we feel emotionally safe and genuinely connected with someone. It's the brain's way of saying, I trust you. I'm with you. I see you. Think about the last time you were with someone who truly made you feel heard. Didn't they seem to just get you? That sense of ease and emotional rhythm is often created through mirroring. And it's one of the clearest signs that a woman is emotionally investing in you. She may not come right out and say, I feel close to you. But her actions, especially these subtle ones, speak volumes. When she mirrors you, she's building unspoken harmony. She's saying, without words, that she's open, emotionally available, and beginning to trust the bond that's forming between you. What makes this sign even more beautiful is its sincerity. It's not something that can be faked or forced. Mirroring happens naturally when someone feels emotionally drawn to you. It's a reflection of comfort, trust, and the desire to be close, not just physically, but mentally and emotionally. So, the next time you're talking with her, don't just listen to her words, watch how she reacts. Is she tuning into your tone? Is her energy gently rising and falling with yours? These are the soft signs that tell you more than words ever could. When you recognize this, don't ignore it. Respond with warmth. Match her openness with your own. Because mutual emotional mirroring is one of the most beautiful steps toward real intimacy, and if you're seeing this in your connection, you're already on the path to something meaningful. But hold on, the next step holds something you definitely don't want to miss, because when a woman starts dreaming out loud, talking about the future in ways that include you, it's a bold and beautiful clue that her heart is ready for something real. Stay tuned, because the next sign is where imagination meets emotional truth, and it may reveal more than you expect. Sign 3, she initiates meaningful what-if conversations. It usually starts with a simple, almost playful question. What if we took a weekend trip together? Or maybe, what if we moved to a quieter town one day? At first, it sounds like daydreaming. Harmless, casual, and imaginative. But if you listen closely, these what-if moments are something much more. They're a clear sign she's starting to envision a future that includes you in it. When a woman begins initiating conversations that project both of you into the future, she's emotionally testing the waters. She wants to see if you're swimming in the same direction. These questions are rarely random. They're gentle invitations into her inner world, her values, her hopes, her vision of what love could look like. This is more than flirtation. It's future mapping. By asking, what if we had a place by the beach? She's not just talking about real estate. She's asking, would we still laugh together in 5 years? When she says, imagine raising a dog together, she's really asking, can I count on you to share life with me? These subtle scenarios are emotional check-ins. They're a creative way of asking, are we heading in the same direction? Without applying pressure or demanding clarity too soon. It's a way for her to explore deeper feelings without having to say them outright. Here's something to reflect on when someone imagines the future with you. How do you usually respond? Do you engage with excitement or pull back, unsure of what it really means? That question matters, because the way you react can either strengthen the bond or slowly create distance. When a woman opens up in this way, it's a sign she trusts you with her thoughts, her dreams, and even her vulnerability. She's not just connecting with who you are now, she's trying to understand who you might be together. It takes courage to have these conversations, especially when they're wrapped in imagination. After all, she's not asking you to plan your lives that minute, but she is inviting you into a safe space where deeper possibilities can be explored, and that's the heart of emotional intimacy, the freedom to dream together without fear of judgment. These what-if moments can also reveal a lot about compatibility. They show how aligned your values and visions are. Whether it's about travel, family, lifestyle, or even shared goals, these questions offer insight into how emotionally in sync you truly are. Don't underestimate how meaningful it is when she starts these conversations. It means she's thinking long-term. She's emotionally invested. She's beginning to see you not just as a person in her present, but possibly as someone in her future. So when she says something like, "What if we opened a cafe together?" Smile, lean in, and go along with it. Ask her what kind of cafe. Laugh about the decor. Dive into the moment. Because even in fantasy, real intimacy is being built, and remember, these are not tests, they're windows. Look through them, and you might discover just how ready she is for something real. Because when imagination becomes shared vision, that's where intimacy truly begins to flourish. The next step holds something you definitely don't want to miss. In our upcoming lesson, we'll explore the one powerful habit that turns emotional closeness into lasting connection, and it's something almost everyone overlooks. Stay with us, because what's coming next may change the way you see relationships forever. Conclusion. If you benefited from this video even a little, we'd truly appreciate your feedback. Which of these signs have you noticed before, and did it change the way you understood your connection? Maybe you've experienced a moment that seemed small but meant something much bigger. Share your thoughts in the comments. We read every one, and your story might help someone else. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more real talk about relationships and emotional connection. Your voice matters, and your experience could be the spark someone else needs.